Perusahaan teknologi asal Amerika Serikat Dell kian ekspansif di pasar Asia. Dan Dell mengaku kawasan Asia memiliki potensi pasar yang sangat besar, terutama untuk mengembangkan bisnis teknologi dan informasi. Lantas, seperti apa strategi perusahaan teknologi di tengah persaingan bisnis yang semakin berkembang? Berikut laporan Putri Permatasari dari Bloomberg TV Indonesia.
Ya, saat ini saya berada di Bangkok, Thailand untuk mengajak Anda ke acara Dell Client Solutions. Nah, dari acara ini kita bisa mengetahui sebenarnya bagaimana strategi bisnis serta ekspansi perusahaan teknologi di kawasan Asia Pasifik, terutama di Indonesia. Berikut adalah laporannya.
Pertumbuhan internet Asia kian berkembang. Angka adopsi perangkat teknologi pun terus meninggi. Bahkan lanskap bisnis teknologi di Asia kian tumbuh pesat dari tahun ke tahun. Maka tak heran banyak perusahaan teknologi dunia yang menceruk keuntungan dari pasar Asia. Melihat tren ini, salah satu vendor teknologi asal negeri Paman Sam, Dell, merilis sejumlah produk di awal tahun dengan Thailand sebagai negara tujuan pertama di Asia.
Selain fokus pada solusi enterprise, storage, dan juga server, namun kali ini Dell juga merilis sejumlah produk yang menyasar pasar konsumer dan juga komersial.
Meski beberapa tahun lalu perangkat PC diprediksi mati, namun Dell memastikan industri PC masih dapat bertahan. Hal tersebut dibuktikan Dell dengan meluncurkan sejumlah jajaran produk komersial terbaru. Mulai dari Optiplex 3020 Micro PC Desktop, komputer mini yang membidik segmen bisnis dan enterprise. Latitude 13 7000 series 2-in-1, notebook dengan layar yang dapat dilepas dari keyboard hingga berubah fungsi menjadi tablet. Latitude 12 5000 series, notebook dengan baterai 4 sel dengan dukungan dan layanan kelas enterprise. Venue 11 Pro 7000 series, tablet bagi pengguna dengan mobilitas tinggi. Hingga Dell XPS 13, sebuah ultrabook dengan layar 13 inci dengan desain super tipis. Indonesia pun merupakan sasaran utama Dell di kawasan Asia. Terlebih, penetrasi teknologi Indonesia masih terbilang minim. Berdasarkan data Badan Pengkajian dan Penerapan Teknologi, peran teknologi dalam pertumbuhan ekonomi Indonesia hanya mencapai 26,3%, sementara standar negara maju sebesar 49%. Lantas, bagaimana strategi perusahaan teknologi dalam menghadapi besarnya potensi bisnis industri teknologi di Indonesia?
Well, Putri, our strategy for Indonesia is the same as what we have globally, and that essentially is across 4 areas. One of them is making sure that our R&D investments are at the top of the curve. We've increased our R&D investments since we went private from 1.6% to 2.1% of revenue, and that's allowed us to bring products to market quicker and obviously contemporary design. The second is related to what I just mentioned, is bringing the products for the segments that are relevant in the marketplace. So as you know, Dell is a multi-segment, multi-product organization. We provide client solutions, enterprise solutions, services and software for almost every segment of the market.
How important is Indonesia's enterprise and also the consumer market?
Huge, absolutely. I'm glad you asked that question because today, our 50% of our revenues come from the commercial segment, which has been a traditional stronghold for Dell. If you've been following Dell for quite some time, we have had tremendous legacy in our commercial product portfolio, both in our enterprise server networking product portfolio through acquisitions and our own R&D development, but also in our client solutions business and now software and services. Very few organizations in the IT industry can get the entire end-to-end gamut of solutions that a commercial customer is looking for. A commercial customer really wants to deal with a single organization, with a single face, and prefers to have both the back-end data center solutions as well as the front-end client solutions from one organization that is completely integrated in their environment and meets with their needs. So today, 50% of our revenues in Indonesia come from commercial, but our consumer product portfolio and our consumer business has grown dramatically. We've now had 7 consecutive quarters of share gain across the South Asia region, and that's based on an excellent product portfolio in every price band. So there are high-end consumers who are looking for a really high-end product,
From what we know, we identify that Dell now is a technology company,
Yes.
as we know. So focusing also on enterprise and be it also a server and also the storage. So will this new product that launched in Bangkok mean that Dell is expanding its consumer business?
Huge. I'm so glad you asked that question because, as I said earlier, in legacy, we've been very strong in commercial. Our consumer portfolio now is one of the strongest we've had. We have a launch ever so frequently in some part of the world. And we're now focusing not just on the high end and the mid price band, but also on the low price band. We today have products at under $350 retailing on the street, and we've optimized consumer trends, usage behaviors, and technology advantages to bring in a product at a lower price band. And that's given us tremendous firepower on the street.
Okay, in 2015 anyway, there will be Asian Economic Community, and beside of that, there will be Internet of Things that
Yes.
be said to be the trend of 2015.
Yes,
So
yes.
how does or how big the impact of the IoT for Dell itself?
Well, we're very excited by all of these technology trends. So the IoT is a new trend, which is something that we're observing very, very closely. It is still something that organizations are trying to understand how to best leverage.
Ya, bagi Dell, Asia Pasifik merupakan salah satu fokus utama dan pendorong pertumbuhan bisnis client solutions. Seiring pesatnya pembangunan infrastruktur teknologi dan informasi di sejumlah negara di Asia.
Pesatnya adopsi internet serta perangkat teknologi memicu tingginya potensi bisnis di industri teknologi di kawasan Asia, khususnya juga untuk Indonesia. Namun yang menjadi pertanyaan adalah mampukah Indonesia menjadi pemegang peranan utama dalam potensi bisnis di industri teknologi dalam 2 hingga 3 tahun mendatang? Kita lihat saja nanti. Kembali ke Anda di studio.